Lecture 5, Redox potential. The oxidation reduction potential may be defined as a quantitative expression of the tendency that a compound has to give or receive electrons. Then the correlation between redox potential and biological activity can only be drawn for the compound of very similar structure and properties. The redox potential of a system may be calculated from the following equation. Redox potential of a system को कैलकुलेट करने के लिए फॉलोइंग इक्वेशन है E इज इक्वल E0 प्लस 0.0592 अपॉन एन लॉग concentration of reductant upon concentration of oxidant. Example इसके हैं riboflavin analogues. The biological activity of riboflavin is due to E is equal minus 0.0185 volt. 7 is surface activity. Surfactant is defined as a material that can reduce the surface tension of water at very low concentration. Surface active agents affect the drug absorption, which depends on first the chemical nature of surfactant, second its concentration, third its effect on biological membrane and the micelle formation. In lower concentration of surfactant enhance the rate of absorption because amphiphiles reduce the surface tension and better absorption. In higher concentration of surfactant reduced the rate of absorption. Application first है the antihelminthic activity of hexyl resorcinol, second bactericidal activity of cationic quaternary ammonium compound, third bactericidal activity of aliphatic alcohols, fourth disinfectant action of phenol and cresol, fifth bile salt solutions of approximately physiological concentration greatly enhance the dissolution rate of poorly water soluble drugs like griseofulvin, hexastrol by Meissler solubilization effect. Then है 8 protein binding. The reversible binding of protein with non-specific and non-functional site on the body protein without showing any biological effect is called as protein binding. Protein plus drug equilibrium protein drug complex. Depending on whether the drug is a weak or strong acid base or is neutral, it can bond to a single bond blood protein. Involved in the binding of drug is albumin, which comprises more than half of blood proteins. Then protein binding values are normally given as the percentage of total plasma concentration of drug that is bound to all plasma proteins. Free drug plus free protein is equal drug upon protein complex dp. df plus dpf is equal dp. Total plasma concentration dt is equal df plus dp. Stereochemistry of drug. Stereochemistry involves the study of three-dimensional nature of molecule. यानी कि ये क्या है 3-dimensional nature of molecules. It is study of chiral molecules. यानी एक molecule के चारों तरफ जो functional group लगे होंगे वो चारों अलग होंगे, ऐसे को हम बोलते हैं chiral molecules. Stereochemistry plays a major role in the pharmacological properties because first है any change in stereospecificity of the drug will affect its pharmacological activity. Second है the isomeric pairs have different physical properties, log P, pK it is, and thus differ in pharmacological activity. The isomer which have some bond connectivity but different arrangement of groups or atoms in the space are termed stereoisomer. Then ये है conformational isomer, different arrangement of atoms that can be converted into one another by rotation about single bonds are called conformations. Rotation about bonds allow interconversion or of conformers. A classical example is of acetylcholine, which can exist in different conformations. Conformation कितने टाइप के? 4. Staggered, eclipsed, Gucci, fully eclipsed. ये एंगल के हिसाब से डिवाइड होते हैं. Then optical isomers. Stereochemistry, enantiomers, symmetry, and chirality are important concepts in therapeutic and toxic effect of drug. A chiral compound containing one asymmetric center has two enantiomers, although each enantiomer has identical chemical and physical properties. They may have different physiological activity like interaction with receptor metabolism and protein binding. Optical isomers in biological action is due to one isomer being able to achieve a 3-point attachment with its receptor molecule, while its enantiomer would only be able to achieve a 2-point attachment with the same molecule. Example, ephedrine and pseudoephedrine. The category of drugs where the two isomers have qualitatively similar pharmacological activity but have different quantitative potencies. Example है warfarin और S-warfarin and R-warfarin. इनके स्ट्रक्चर्स हम आगे डिस्कस करेंगे. Then a geometric isomerism. Geometric isomerism is represented by cis-trans isomerism resulting from restricted rotation due to carbon-carbon double bond or in a rigid ring system. Example है trans diethyl estebisterol estrogenic activity. Then cis diethyl estebisterol only 7% activity of the trans isomer. इनके भी स्ट्रक्चर हम आगे डिस्कस करेंगे. 10th है isomerism. Longmuir introduced the term isosterism in 1919, which postulated that two molecules or molecular fragments containing an identical number and arrangement of electron should have similar properties and termed as isosteres. Isosters should be isoelectric. They should possess same total charge. Bioisosterism is defined as compounds or group that possess near or equal molecular shapes and volumes, approximately the same distribution of electron, and which exhibit similar physical properties. They are classified into two types. First is classical bioisosters, second not classical bioisosters.